Okay, welcome to Let's Play for the game Rome AD 92, also known as Rome the Pathway to Power. Just to give credit where credit is due, today I'm using the Taxi program to both record the audio and visual media of this game, and also downloaded it from abandonware using Defend MS-DOS emulator. This particular game has a lot of nostalgic value to me. I played it a lot when I was younger, back in the 90s, and I actually do have the original CD it came with, along with the manual, so I've kept that quite a while, but these days you can easily just download it for free, and it really goes to show you how much gameplay is valued over graphics, because this is a fun game, and even years from now I'm still coming back to it. So there are a few other Let's Plays for this particular game I've seen, but I'm hoping in this particular one not only to give you a layout of the game and how to play it, but also to show you some of the tips and hints and cheats and glitches that I've found through my extensive playing of the game. So basically, the game starts with Hector. He's our protagonist, and basically he's a slave. He's right at the bottom of the pile in the hierarchy of ancient Rome. In the beginning screen you saw there, we skipped through it, but his master basically gives him a task appointed to him to deliver a message to one of the consuls of Rome, who has his summer house here. And basically in the hierarchy of ancient Rome, there was the emperor, and he had two consuls below him, and you can identify the two consuls by their purple robes. So like I said, this particular level is in Herculaneum, and Herculaneum at this time, well, it wasn't a good place to be. This is Mount Vesuvius back here, and if any of you know the time period, it was not a good time to live in Herculaneum or Pompeii. Anyway, okay, so we're just moving Hector around with the A, S, Z, and W and X keys, sorry. And it's isometric, as you can see, so it's not forward and backward, it's more like angular. And okay, so this is the other side of town where we deliver our message, and I'll show you some of the keys that you are able to use in this game. So right over here we have the Who button. When you click on the Who button, it'll basically tell you, and you click on a character, it'll basically tell you who he is, his name and his rank, in this case consul, and his particular job. And as you can see, his country estate is here. So this is the fellow we're delivering the message to. You can also do things, so I want to greet him, so say hello there, and he'll say back to me, and then I'll inquire. There's also an inquire, basically saying, like, asking for advice, that type of thing. So obviously he's the guy. And also if you press on the use button here, you have a selection of items you'll collect throughout the course of the game. So in this case I'll be giving him his message, doing my task like a good little slave. There's also the map function follow and run. I'll show you those in a little bit. The follow is self-explanatory. You just follow whatever particular character around. So I've done my job here, and this is where you collect your sesterces, which is the monetary unit in the game. So he just gave me 3 sesterces for delivering his message, so I'll thank him and be on my merry way. Now obviously that message I sent to him has deeper meaning as the game progresses, but I won't spoil it for you. And as I said before, I'm planning to show you a lot of secret glitches and hidden things that I've discovered through my long time playing this game. Okay, here's a priest. If you ever want to talk to someone, they're running off screen, you can click them as well. Obviously I missed that priest, but once you click on someone, Hector will catch their attention. I don't want to talk to him, so I'll walk off. I do want to run though, so I'll click on the run button, or R, and Hector will gallop into full swing. And the next place we want to go to is on our map, so let's go ahead and click on our map. And we were just here, and we want to be here, the Roman bath. So you can also click somewhere on the map, and Hector will automatically run to it, which is a useful little technique. So as I said, you might be asking what is the purpose of the game, like what is the objective, and it's basically to get Hector from slave to emperor. And not all of that is going to be very straightforward. So in this case, even though Hector is clearly a slave because of his brownish slave robes, rags, I guess. So the only way to get around that is to get a toga and trick your way into pretending you're a citizen. And the Roman baths are a perfect place to do this. So while this guy strips down to go to the pool, a new option comes up, steal. And I'll steal his toga from him. So hopefully you didn't see that. And again, going to the use button, we can press toga and Hector will put it on. Hey presto, he is now a citizen. Guess things are looking up in the world for good old Hector. Of course, the downside is that this guy probably wouldn't be too happy we took his clothes, but he won't care too much, and it's funny to see his reaction. Oops, there's a naked guy who just ran past me. And he plopped into the pool. Okay, I think the guy we stole from is about ready to get moving. And he has his toga momentarily. But uh-oh, someone has stolen my clothes. Yeah, you better hop right in there, buddy. Okay, so going on the map, the next place we really want to go is around here, which is by the docks. So like I said, if you know your history, this wasn't a good time to be in Herculaneum. This is Mount Vesuvius in the background, and it's about to get extremely hot, if you know what I mean. Here's a few other places. So these are other slaves who are Hector's friends, and this is the temple. You can't really see it too well. Again, this first level is in Herculaneum, but there's 6 levels in total, 3 of them being in Rome, and then 2 of them in Britain and Egypt, which are the battle fighting scenarios, which are a little different. So, okay, this guy looks a little interesting. Who is he? Marcus Spencer, Marks and Spencer. There's a lot of humorous names in there, so I'll try to click around for the more funny ones. So, okay, so he's obviously a weapon seller. We can greet him. Well, I just inquired, but we can also greet him, so obviously he's selling weapons. And we can, sure enough, he's selling them for 3 sesterces. By miraculous coincidence, we have 3 sesterces, so I think I'll buy that. Okay, trade him the money. Now, the thing that's not that great now is that we have no money left. So, this isn't World of Warcraft, we're not going to go mining for gold or whatever, so going to have to show a little bit of Hector's dark side. And I'll show exactly what I mean. Okay, here's a pretty funny thing. If you click on some of the ladies in this level, it's a pretty funny bit of humor. Much more attractive than 16 pixels can show. Poking fun at the game, so I like that. But there's a new option we have with our knife called Threaten. And before, people probably wouldn't be willing to give you their money, but they sure are now. Anything to avoid getting stabbed, I guess. Alright, let's get Hector out of there. Oh, this guy looks like he might... This guy looks rich. Well, not really, but... Okay, he's in the building. You can't see him, but... Let's imagine we see Hector pointing a knife at him. So that's our sesterces. 5 sesterces. We're in business now. And the thing is, if you start robbing too many people and making a nuisance of yourself, they'll eventually formulate a gang and come after you, and that's not very fun. So, alright, let's get out of here. That's the weapons seller we saw previously. So again, I'm going to hit the map. And we want to go over here, and I'll show you why in a second. There's one other tradesman on this level. And he has an interesting item that we definitely want to get or acquire. So let's be polite. Let's say hello. No threatening here. Okay, and let's inquire what he's selling. Want to buy some lucky dice? Oh yeah, I sure do. 2 sesterces is a bargain. I'll buy that. Hector moves around the table's laboriously long way of paying him the money. There's the money. Uh-oh. Mount Vesuvius isn't looking that great. It's starting to get a bit dark over here. That's alright that we got our lucky dice. Which he isn't paying him. That was one of the glitches I wasn't supposed to happen, but let's try paying him again. Okay, I guess he's not paying him either. Maybe inquiring? Yes, we want to do that. Sorry about that, folks. These games were made several years ago. All right, we got our dice. We're in business. Yeah, I'll tell him I got it from the guy who I offered money to and just stood there not saying anything. Okay. So I'm just going to stroll down over to the docks. Let's see what's going on over here. So I showed you the basic functions of the game. The moving, using and doing, the map, following. Well, we didn't really use follow, but you tend not to use it too much. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. We'll follow this lady and I'll show you how it works. Uh-oh, something spooked her. I wonder what. Oh no, that's not good. If any of you ever been in the path of a volcano, you know that's not a good place to be. So, there's basically at this point there's only one way out of here, and that's by paying the boatman off. If you're a slave, he wouldn't actually do it. He only does it if you're a citizen, so you have to have done all the other things. The other things with the dagger and the money are optional, but they're definitely useful later on. So obviously you see all these people running around and begging for their lives. I'll go ahead and pay this guy. That's my that's my ill-gotten gains depleted, but in exchange for saving my life, I think it was a pretty good bargain. So, and that ends the first level in Herculaneum. We survived not getting roasted, and I showed you a lot of the basic aspects to the game. The next level will be in Rome, and there's a lot of fun stuff going on there. So, be sure to check out the next installment.